Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to DiRT Showdown. Let's continue. We're doing this 3-round Tokyo race off, and there are going to be 8 laps, I believe, in this final trick, this final round. So this is going to take a while. As the races have gotten longer and longer, we have forced ourselves to break up the recordings in less opportune and less than ideal places.
This spin-to-win tactic only works in snowboarding.
So that was quite a turn there. I think I'm gonna need to really drift if I want to pull this one off. I might as well get rid of some of these things now. That's not a viable plan though. Just smashing into things in the first lap, so
Leader is now pushing the pace out there.
like, this curve is almost a 360. And this is a really short track, so we're in a good position.
We've got a new driver heading up the path.
So we've already done 3 of 8 laps. I'm rather amazed that this physics system allows you to drive on the edges of these fences. But I've done it several times now. I've gotten some air. I've been a little less than parallel to the ground, and just it sparks, certainly, as you would expect, but it works. Now we're back into the boring part, where we are far enough ahead where there's nothing giving us any real challenge. And honestly, I would almost wonder if a game shouldn't just say, you're so far ahead, you win. Do you want to just take it? Because this is not that interesting. I guess the game is giving you the opportunity to screw yourself up. I guess if I stopped or crashed, I wouldn't win. But the rubber banding itself isn't probably going to give me any challenge. Or if it is, it's going to do it way too late now. We've done 6 of 8 laps. Okay, we can see somebody now is behind us after nearly an entire lap with nobody behind us, or nobody close to us behind us. Maybe it should just go into a coin mode, an expert mode right now. That would be a cool idea for a racing game. When you get far enough ahead, coins appear. Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to DiRT Showdown. Let's continue. We're doing this 3-round Tokyo race off, and there are going to be 8 laps, I believe, in this final trick, this final round. So this is going to take a while. As the races have gotten longer and longer, we have forced ourselves to break up the recordings in less opportune and less than ideal places.
This spin-to-win tactic only works in snowboarding.
So that was quite a turn there. I think I'm gonna need to really drift if I want to pull this one off. I might as well get rid of some of these things now. That's not a viable plan though. Just smashing into things in the first lap, so
Leader is now pushing the pace out there.
like, this curve is almost a 360. And this is a really short track, so we're in a good position.
We've got a new driver heading up the path.
So we've already done 3 of 8 laps. I'm rather amazed that this physics system allows you to drive on the edges of these fences, but I've done it several times now. I've gotten some air, I've been a little less than parallel to the ground, and just it sparks, certainly, as you would expect, but it works. Now we're back into the boring part, where we are far enough ahead where there's nothing giving us any real challenge. And honestly, I would almost wonder if a game shouldn't just say, you're so far ahead, you win. Do you want to just take it? Because this is not that interesting. I guess the game is giving you the opportunity to screw yourself up. I guess if I stopped or crashed, I wouldn't win. But the rubber banding itself isn't probably going to give me any challenge. Or if it is, it's going to do it way too late now. We've done 6 of 8 laps. Okay, we can see somebody now is behind us after nearly an entire lap with nobody behind us, or nobody close to us behind us. Maybe it should just go into a coin mode, an expert mode right now. That would be a cool idea for a racing game. When you get far enough ahead, coins appear in front of you, and then you just drive and collect the coins, and the coins become some currency to unlock new cars or skins or something, or they just are a bonus score element. Then the expert gameplay would not only be get first in the race, but get first and maintain first throughout most of the race. It would also have an added benefit of allowing you to make the game even easier, where first is effectively average and players can do a lot better. Right now, the only thing I'm really playing for is time, and that's not that interesting. Like, I don't even know what time to really compare it to, is because the only time comparisons they give you, wow. Oh, wow.
Another one's finished.
Wow. I went from first almost the entire race to 6th. And here's the problem. Do I click continue and see if I make it made 3rd? Or do I restart and do the race again? I'm gonna click continue and hope we made at least 3rd. Nope, we made 1st. Good. The game has been very, very generous about that, so. Steam overlay display disabled. Like, see, you don't know what your score or your time compares to anybody else other than your friends. And obviously none of my friends have played this game, so where's the world leaderboards, or even a fictional leaderboard of just what the default developers suspected you should get. So that's Tokyo, and we've got another 8-ball in San Francisco. I was saying San Francisco has been really underused, but this again is not going to really add too much to it. And this is the third 8-ball race we've done. We only have a couple more to do though. 8 laps on the 8-ball. Do I need handling? I think I probably do need handling more than I need the ability to smash into people. Unless they manage to defeat us. So all of San Francisco in Codemaster's mind is the Golden Gate Bridge. And that's it.
Go! Guaranteed fireworks at the Golden Gate Bridge today.
I guess, to be fair, unless they were going to have us drive around Rikers Island, I judge on something like that because I think real world NASCAR events are extremely long and extremely boring, and as far as regular rally races, I don't think anybody that actually watches rally races, you either race in them yourself or you have no idea they even exist. How I'm maintaining first with all the collision I'm doing makes no sense. But it doesn't matter because I just wrecked. And I was just about to say that too. That the amount of my health, it was dangerously low. So that really didn't even have anything to do with speed or handling. It seems like the race is specifically designed around just surviving. And if you wanted to give me a race designed around surviving, then why not give me one of those races where there's cars chasing after me trying to damage me and I'm running away? We've had like 3 rampage events. One of those could have easily been attackers or whatever that race is called. I know we've done it before. It feels like what they did in creating this game is they made too many difficult races, and instead of reworking races or not using some of them, they just crammed them all into the legendary tier, and then they filled out the lower tiers with some easier, fluffy style races. So this has nothing to do with speed. This is really just collision. And the fireworks are happening way too often now. It's kind of annoying. The flags are another thing to point out. I still have yet to see an American flag anywhere. We're seeing a lot of ESPN flags and advertisement flags, but Wavy Tube Man, 8-ball flags, giant inflatable Monster energy drinks. We're in San Francisco. There should be at least a United States flag, if not a California flag, too.
I guess I think driving straight is lame.
I suppose it would be an interesting question to, if the announcer wasn't the announcer, but was saying the exact same things and he was the driver character you're playing as, I guess it would be a lot worse, because then if you're annoyed with the phrases that are being spouted off, which are mostly childish and unhelpful, kind of pointless. Knowing that the character you're playing as was saying it gives you potentially a Duke Nukem scenario where you're playing as an unlikable character. I just lapped that person. My health is at 2/3 of the way down, so we should be moderately safe as long as we don't get T-boned 3 times. We have 2 more laps. The 2 laps to go is helpful. The game could give us some positive reinforcement. You're doing great. You're way ahead. Keep it up. Good work. All simple phrases you could have assumed would have been scripted into the game, but it's not here. That's a little disappointing. Even when you win, he doesn't say anything special, like good showing, what a performance. The writing is actually, I hate to have to say the writing is bad in a racing game, but the writing is bad in a racing game. There's clear lines of dialogue that a decent writer would have thought of to put in this. Of course, that is me backseat developing, but it's pretty obvious. It's a pretty obvious thing you would have seen in other racing games and any other game. Give feedback to the player. If they're doing good, tell them they're doing good. If they're doing bad, very gently tell them they're doing bad.
Go! Final round. Leave it all out there.
So
straight to the side.
Here we have another unnecessary nighttime version of the same race, but you're going in the opposite direction. But it doesn't matter because it's a figure-8 track that we've done before. Or at the very least it's unrecognizably different from any other figure-8 track. Did it just say crash back? In the lower right? Let's see. When I hit this button, what does this do? Nothing. So you can flash back to a crash, and they're calling it a crash back, okay. But if you do that while you're trying to race, you're just breaking the flow of your gameplay. And
The other cars just can't close the gap on this one. T-bone. That's gonna hurt.
we're at lap 4 here. Seems like most of the cars are pointed in the wrong direction so badly that they can't even get back in order. This is the kind of race you'd almost want to see a replay for, just to see all the madness and craziness happening. There's probably room to show off some replays, considering loading is kind of slow still.
3 laps to go.
I've got 3 laps to go, and my health is at about the halfway point. So I should be safe enough.
Impact T-bone. 2 to go.
But if I wrecked and I got first position, the game still might be so kind to me that I get in third position. But even if I did wreck, I suppose I could just restart it and spend another 4 minutes on this track. This looks like it is going to be a 4-minute race of unnecessary racing. I prefer if it was just one round and it was slightly more difficult. Wow, 3 minutes. Like, there we go. Moving forward. Yeah, a little bit more challenge, a lot less wasting my time would be my preference. I get when you want to give me 2 rounds because the track is noticeably different, or there's actually it's a real race for pole position. But if it's just a short little lap race and I'm just going backwards on the what seems like the same track I was on, ooh, this could be a problem. We have a trick rush. And if I don't succeed doing tricks, like, I don't get to the final race. But I think I can do trick rushes. They make them pretty easy here. I don't want to drift.
That's some controlled tire gliding right there.
I don't want to drift too much away. I want to smash more things. So this won't really be a problem, as long as I can smash a bunch of things. And I'm in third position. Now in second position. And donut. And that should put me into first position.
30 seconds to go.
Alright, let's get these guys. Yeah, I'm in first position, so I don't really have to even worry about it too much. I've got a 3-way multiplier here.
Supercharged and living large. Victory!
Easy. Easy, easy. Like I said, they make these things rather easy. So, unless the other 2 rounds turn out to be rather difficult for some reason, we'll be fine. Let's see. Try to smash as many things as possible. And yeah. I don't want to donut things if I don't think I can get them done.
Tricktastic.
But if I can get them done, let's do them.
The first place driver isn't safe anymore. Could we see a new leader?
And I'm in first place.
It's a freestyle free-for-all.
And
They're making this place their home.
there we go. And it's not like they stop your ability. That is not... How did I get to that button? That's my horn. Figured out the horn button.
30 seconds left.
Come on, hit that. That was a stale move because I've done it a couple times. So that stale system actually does still exist. It's just, it doesn't seem to count towards smashing at all.
That's the win. Great performance.
Or stale for smashing things seems to be very difficult to get. And we're just breezing through this, so good. That means that puts us in a really good position that if it does actually turn out to be the case that the last race does take us potentially 30 minutes to do, we are going to be rather prepared for this. Let's move on. Apparently that wasn't good enough to be counted as a drift. Let's move that forward.
They're climbing quickly up the scoreboard.
Drift. Oops. And this is taking a lot of time. Just keep smashing. All you really gotta do is smash. Yeah, it wasn't fast enough to be counted as a drift, I imagine.
They're silencing the competition and slamming up the scoreboard.
So we're at 33rd position now. It would be really silly if somehow I managed to not get this donut tighter.
They're making a push for the top spot now. Into second.
Now in the first.
Stunning drive. They take the win.
So first, and first. What position could I possibly be in? Anybody care to guess? And they really did that race just for that little picture right there with the helicopter in the background, which no explanation why there's a helicopter there at all. Probably they just want you to jump the helicopter in some joyride mode. So you got first in nearly everything, and Los Angeles is just an 8-ball finale. Seriously. Well, that's going to be interesting because that means next recording we may do this 8-ball finale and like how many rounds? 2 rounds, 8 lamps. And that's it. That they seem to have overemphasized 8 ball way more. Like people were really gonna like it. We've gotten first place in everything except for this one on Legends. And I imagine these would all go gold if I got first place in everything. There's a lot of seconds here that if I cared to, I could probably go back and get first. This 5th very possibly could be a little difficult. There's a 4th here, a 2nd here, 2nd here. I don't even know what position that is because I can't read it. Maybe that's first and it's just an odd angle. Yeah, I guess it is. I guess if I was gonna try to get gold in everything, my best bet would be to do it here on the easiest ones. Head to head with the new cars, probably with the best cars available, is probably easy enough to do. Hard target. Yeah, that is the mode where you are being chased by other cars, and I'm surprised there isn't more of that, or it's more spread out. There's hard target and elimination mode and head-to-head mode. All didn't show up in Legendary at all for some reason. And that doesn't make the most sense. And then after we do the final race, if we've got a lot of time, I think what I want to do is go to the Yokohama docks and see if I can find the remaining 32 hidden packages. If I can find them, if I can get them all, that would be cool. That being said, I probably should do the Battersea compound first and unlock that 3rd section because you haven't even seen that yet. So there might be reason to do another hour of Joyride gameplay. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.